and some of us had jackets.
At Bellhaven Elementary here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Dennis Higgins teaches 7 boys who are refugees from the traditional classroom.
In my old class, I got bullied. A lot of kids just called me dumb and lazy.
Here the kids can feel safe to try things that may be hard for them.
And I'm still not great at reading, but I'm getting better.
Mr. Higgins' students are what academics call twice exceptional. They've been formally identified by the school system as gifted, and they all have an identified disability as well.
Older juveniles play grass.
For example, Zan Bajwa is a 2nd grader who can already do 5th grade math. He also has dyslexia.
I'm loving the way you're using all that wonderful vocabulary you've learned.
Many schools focus only on the disability, but ignoring a child's strengths can be devastating.
If we took the very thing you did the worst at and said, that's what we're going to do most of the day, that, you know, you're going to do it not only in reading, but you're going to do it when we talk about social studies and, oh, by the way, get out your history text. How many times can you fail in a day and not feel that you are truly a failure?
When teachers support the development of a child's gift, they're letting these kids know that they can excel at something.
Excellent job. Wonderful contribution. Thank you, Mateo.
Dr. Mary Ruth Coleman is president of the Council for Exceptional Children.
If we don't catch this early and provide appropriate support and help kids understand where their strengths are and where their struggles are, they begin to define it for themselves. I must be stupid. They think I'm smart, but they don't know. Or I must be lazy, and it's a message teachers send to children. If you'd work a little harder, you could do it. They do not perceive themselves as learners, and they will not feel good about school situations that require them to do things that they struggle with.
Let Zan be the lead. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Thanks to a supportive principal, Mr. Higgins can work with these twice exceptional kids in their own small class. This year, Mr. Higgins has all boys, but girls can be twice exceptional too, like his daughter, Katie. She's the one who inspired him to get into this field. His methods, developed with his wife, Dr. Elizabeth Nielsen, include challenging these bright kids with sophisticated projects.
Because the infants might get really badly injured.
And how do you think they know that?
And he works to remediate their disabilities.
On a Monday morning, aardvark. Okay, I love that word.
Mr. Higgins has been working with Zan on the basic connections between letters and sounds. And Zan's father has noticed a change.
Good job.
He's like more delighted, come home and he seemed like he's very successful every day.
Okay, let's say it all together now.
Have one.
You got it. Zan can see that he's making progress. And it's he hasn't said this, but it has to feel good to him. It has to. He can join in and say, wow, I can think about things because I can read about things.
To identify twice exceptional kids, teachers should watch for inconsistencies in their students' performance.
The first thing that would happen is you would see this youngster who, when you ask them a question, they say, oh, I know, and then they'll tell you just everything about whatever question you've asked. But then you ask them to jot down a sentence, and they have a hard time jotting down a sentence.
So they practice.
Dr. Coleman could easily be describing Eli Stone, who has a gift for science.
We had studied electricity, solar electric, coal, nuclear electricity, and he understood at 5 renewable versus non-renewable energy.
Hello,
Eli loves to talk, but writing is another story.
Eli hates writing. He hates the physical act of holding a pencil and writing words out.
This is typical of many twice exceptional kids. A computer is one way to work with reluctant writers.
Even though the spelling issues are still there and the grammar issues are still there, he can get his ideas across in a more sophisticated way. From the very top, get those headphones on there, Zan, there we go.
Mr. Higgins hopes to ease the boys back into a general education classroom, so every day they spend some time with children in the mainstream. Today, they're on a field trip with the class next door to record a song they all wrote together.
It touched every meadow, it touched every tree.
Success for these boys involves addressing their disabilities while giving them every chance to develop their gifts.
It can be very difficult to have a child who is extraordinary in any way, but kids like Eli, innovative thinkers, are going to be the ones who come up with a creative solution that just might save the world. If you ask Eli what he's going to do with his life, he will tell you, I'm going to save the world.
Perfect.